Hey guys, it's Joe. It is June 15th. This is Pocket with Joe. I'm so excited. We are finally here. It feels like Christmas. The series starts tonight between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche. This is game one of the battle to hoist the Stanley Cup. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for this to kick off. Now, let's get to where we're going with this. The Colorado Avalanche, we all know, have had so much time off, so much time to prepare. But I think this is going to work in this team's favor. I think we'll have a phenomenal showing out of them tonight. There's so many question marks around players. If Kadri will be back with his thumb, I don't think we will see him tonight. But I do expect as we get deeper into this series, we will see him back. Braden Point is one that I really did think he would come out in game 6 versus the New York Rangers. We didn't see that happen. Expecting him back in this matchup, in this first game of the series tonight versus Colorado. I think he's pivotal for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they know that. He knows that. He wants to be in. So I can see him coming back into this. Now, looking at tonight's matchup, you guys, going to be phenomenal. We've had lots of movement actually on the money line here. Colorado opened as a huge favorite, minus 170-ish, minus 165 as well. I think it was kind of disrespectful to the Tampa Bay Lightning in that regards, although Colorado, home ice, they have not been here in 21 years since they've hoisted that cup. Would be phenomenal storyline for them to get the win. But we got to look at the other side. For Tampa to get the win, this will be their third in a row. It will be phenomenal if they do. My heart says Colorado all the way. Would love to see them come out, get this win. I love what I'm seeing out of them. Offensively, this team is so solid. My biggest question mark for this series is Darcy Kuemper and Francouz, the goalies for Colorado. Now, that is nothing against either of these goalies. This is against, they're going against Tampa's goalie, Andrei Vasilevsky. Now, he is by far the best goalie out there. And I look at Colorado, and although Kuemper is good, he's not at the same level. We know Francouz is the backup to Kuemper. So it'll be really interesting to see how Colorado does. We know Colorado is phenomenal at blocking the shots on net. So I'm looking for strong performances out of players such as Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche to get over those block shots. And we'll get into that. I got a couple props in that regards for you guys tonight, especially for Cale Makar. We know he's been phenomenal. So looking at this, minus 156 right now on the money line for the Colorado Avalanche. If you like them, I'd probably hit them in regulation, overtaking such a steep price here. Plus 130 for Tampa. We got a total of 6. So the biggest question is here is how Colorado will come into this first game. And I don't think they come out rusty at all. I'm looking at the total of 6, and I do think we have a higher scoring game in this matchup. We look at these two teams, 4 of their last 5 meetings have gone to that over. But when these two teams do match up, they played 23 games versus each other, averaging that 5.8 goals per game. So while I do think this one goes over the total of 6, I think when you look at the series as a whole, we will see under this average and hitting right around, 5 goals per game. I think things do tighten up. But in this first one, I am looking for Colorado to just come out blazing tonight. I'm going to take them in regulation, you guys. Is it the strongest bet here? I don't think so. I think the strongest bet would be that over. Absolutely love it. Now, if you like the first period over, it's juiced. It's minus 144 for over 1.5. And I could see this one coming out being a 2-goal game in that first period for sure. Now, another thing you can look at, if you like Colorado tonight, let me just pull up these numbers again in case the juice has changed that we're paying here. You can look at both of their team totals here. So Tampa's team total is 2.5. So if you do see Tampa getting those 3 goals, it's minus 128. I do more so like Colorado to get over their team total. Their team total is 3.5. We're getting beautiful plus money at plus 124 for a team that is dominating offensively in the postseason here, averaging 4.64 goals per game. But when we look at Tampa, they are averaging over that total of 2.5 as well, averaging 3.06 in the postseason. I'm just a little leery kind of how Tampa's going to come out and play this one. We saw them in that one game against the Rangers, not game 6, game 5, where they really did let the Rangers control the start of that game, the flow of that game in that first period. If they come out and play that style of game in the first period here against the Colorado Avalanche, Colorado is just going to completely dominate them. I don't think Tampa can play a reactive game. They have to play their game in order to be able to compete with the Colorado Avalanche. So interesting one, but I do think the Avs team total, I know it's against Andre Vasilevsky. And kind of contrarian to taking their team total over the 3.5, I do like Vasilevsky for his save shots over tonight. It's 32.5, you guys. And I see Colorado just waves of offensive power at him tonight. I do think they get these shots on him. I'm expecting them to average around 40 shots. I know it's high, but we know this Colorado team can do it. And I just don't trust in how Tampa's defense is going to come out tonight. I think they will allow these shots. And I think Vasilevsky, we know he is phenomenal. I think he'll stand on his head and save over that 32.5 with the Avs getting 4 of those goals in. So this game, I really do think this is a 5-3, 5-4 style game. I think we could see an empty netter. So you guys, I think the best way to take this is that over. And then look at those team totals over, depending on which team you do prefer there. Like I said, I prefer Colorado's team total over, although I do prefer Vasilevsky's block shots on, or save shots on goal over that total. So for block shots on goal tonight, you guys, we have to talk about Cale Makar. He's been absolutely phenomenal. We've made so much money with him in the postseason on his block shots on goal. So tonight, over 2.5 block shots on goals coming in at beautiful plus money at plus 142. You guys know I'm completely hitting that tonight. I think he's going to have a phenomenal game. I think he's going to get these blocks that they so desperately need for Kemper here in goal for the Colorado Avs. And it's nothing against Kemper. He is still a strong goalie, but he's not up to the level of Vasilevsky. If I had to pick a goalie in this battle, Tampa's goalie, Vasilevsky, does win. He does have the edge here, but Kemper is still solid. So his save shots on goal is 28.5. I'm just going to stay off that. I really don't love this number. I don't also know how Kemper is going to come back. We know Kemper went out with the eye injury, so that is a cause of concern. They're saying he is 100%, but without playing so many games, we had Francouz in, and I think Francouz did phenomenal as well against the Edmonton Oilers. So we saw Francouz in good situations. I don't know who the better goalie is of these two, to be honest with you. I think Kemper in the regular season played phenomenal. The playoffs have been different. He has let in some soft ones. So Colorado in regulation does give me some concerns. And it could be kind of like a bet with your heart who you want to see win it. Because you guys, come on. I don't know if I want to see Tampa win 3 in a row, although it would be phenomenal. But I think Cale Makar block shots. And then look at Nathan MacKinnon for his shots on goal. I think he is going to be fantastic for the Colorado Avalanche tonight. Now, his shots on goal is over 4.5, and it's juiced at minus 143. But it feels like free money here. I really do think he has a phenomenal game. I think you could look at Stamkos for an anytime goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning as well. I think there's so many ways you can go with these props for sure. But I think your best bet is to take the over in this game. And then from there, my next favorite bet would be to take Cale Makar block shots on goal over 2.5 with that beautiful plus money. I'd then look at Nathan MacKinnon shots on goal over, Andre Vasilevsky save shots on goal over 32.5, and then I gotta take the Colorado Avalanche team total over 3.5. They're averaging that 4.64 in postseason. I gotta ride with it. But you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on Pocket with Joe. I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible day. Enjoy this game. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to be on the edge of my couch. It's going to be so much fun. You guys have a fantastic night. Keep smiling, and you know the drill. Let's make some